Jacqui, Caitriona mentioned the market research. 3 years in the making. What was the questions that you were trying to achieve, and what was some key insight that you found?
Well, the first thing we did was we went out and asked retirees and advisors and dealer groups what problems should we be focusing on. Caitriona's alluded to the fact that there's a whole range of risks in retirement and there's a lot of talk about longevity risk. But what we heard in the first instance was that time at retirement, when you've built up all your retirement assets and you can't afford to have a big market downturn, that sequence of return risks, there was nothing that was helping advisors solve that for their clients. And as Caitriona mentioned, we heard a lot of nervousness from clients worried about going backwards. So we felt that was the first problem we needed to solve. And then we went away and came up with a couple of product designs, some ways we thought we could deliver solutions to the market, and took that back out to advisors and again dealer groups and said, what do you think about this? We got some very clear feedback and shoved one quite quickly into the garbage bin and iterated our product design after that. The themes we kept hearing coming through was around the need for growth, because customers actually don't have enough when they start retirement. They can't afford to put all their money into cash and they need to get some growth out of their assets. We heard definitely from retirees around this need for flexibility. When you talk to a retiree, particularly at the early stages of retirement, about what retirement's going to look like in the future, they've got no idea what their life is going to look like. So we need to build flexibility into a product to adapt for their changing life, but also to give them the confidence that we're there with them throughout the long term. We heard about the need for income. Of course, you start paying yourself as opposed to getting a salary. And the fourth thing we heard strongly was around that need for security, that sense of confidence that we're in it together and we've got the clients back. So they're the sorts of things that we started designing into our products. And then we spent some time also out talking to retirees about what does retirement look like, what does their advice relationship look like, what are they wanting from products and services in the retirement market. So we spent a lot of time really understanding the emotional needs that clients want advisors to help solve, and we've designed some products and experiences to really support those conversations that advisors are having with customers.
And I think that's really important, right? It was quite refreshing for me to come into this business and see that dual function, with Jacqui's role of being head of customer experience and product. It's quite a differentiator in our industry, but it's really enlightening to see it when you start off the conversation about actually, what do the clients want and what do the advisors want, and then your product journey begins, as opposed to starting it the other way around.